Good afternoon and welcome to the Happy Half Hour. I'm Leigh Kubin.
And I am Sandra Priestley. Welcome to the podcast and happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
I am dying to know how your week went after the whole.
It's been a week. It's been a full 7 days. There is like the angel on my shoulder that is like, oh, something new's coming. This is exciting. Something's getting ready to be born. And I was really because I was up here at the office. I did my stuff from home that morning, and then I had to come up here. And then we talked, and I felt so good. And then I went home, back to reality.
Right.
And even that night was fine. I think it was like Saturday, maybe Sunday, and I'm laying in the living room by the fire in my chair, and all of a sudden this wave of fear. The devil was sitting on this shoulder, apparently.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit. What are y'all going to do? What?
Yeah.
And then I went, oh, I'm feeling fear. Like flowing through my body. Isn't this interesting? What am I afraid of? I know everything's going to be fine and everything's going to work out. And all of this stuff broke apart so that we could build what we wanted.
Yes.
Yet, there's something back there that's like, oh, the unknown. What's coming?
I have to ask,
Yeah.
did you think, before you continue,
Yeah.
because it keeps coming up in the back of my mind, did you think, is this mine or is this Paul's?
I did
Was
not
there a
ask
moment?
that question.
Because that is kind of my go-to all the time. It's like, who does this belong to?
Yeah.
Is this mine?
And that typically is something that I ask. But in that moment, I did not.
Too much overcome with the emotion, maybe?
Oh, it was so thick in me. And really, that should have been my, oh, is this yours? But I didn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, yeah, you probably got fear back there.
Yeah.
Instead of addressing, is this mine? But this morning, I forgot to set my alarm last night. And I had an 8:30 appointment this morning, which means I have to get up, get Easton ready, get me ready, get Easton ready, and get him to school, and then get up here. Like it has to be go, 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 except now I have Paul to help.
Oh, nice.
But
added bonus.
But I was laying in bed and like anxiety and almost like I was being beaten up. And finally I'm like, you should probably just look at the clock. Maybe it's time to get up. And then I looked at the clock and it was 6 o'clock, which I never sleep until 6 a.m.
Oh, gosh.
And so I just jumped up out of bed, went, got the coffee going, and then went and got in the shower. And then Paul comes in and we're talking and he said, man, I've had a rough night. I didn't sleep well. His stomach was bothering him. He was up quite a bit. And I went, oh, I wonder. And when you said that, it just reminded me. I wonder if I am just picking up his
What he's
fear.
feeling.
Yeah, because he's not talking about it a whole lot. I haven't even told him that we've been talking about it on here.
He may hear.
I have a few weeks to...
He has time now to listen to our podcast. So, yeah.
But I think there is some of that. But there is also this other knowing that, oh,
yeah,
what is coming? Like what is getting ready to just open up?
There was something that changed everything for me. And I was working with a psychic medium to sort of hone my mediumship skills and my intuition. And I said, how do we know? Like we had mastermind roundtable kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'd asked, how do we know if it's fear or intuition? Because like, is this mine or is this my thoughts? Like how can we discern?
Yeah.
And her response was, intuition is a calm knowingness, even when the knowingness is bad. Like even when the message is like, oh yeah, this is coming. And like our conscious brain would go, this is not good, right? Like it would be like waking up going, yep, I'm going to be fired, and you know it and you feel it. And it just is like a deep knowingness without the panic. But when it's our constructed thoughts,
yeah,
it's fear with panic. It's like emotion tied up. Intuition is calm. No matter what the message is.
Yeah.
And so that really seemed to help me, because as soon as I feel the emotions rise, then it's like, shit, my brain is concocting this. Where is this coming from? This is fucking interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, right? Like, hello, fear.
It's nice to see you
again. How are you again? It's been a few moments, but when it's a knowingness, when it's like, so to me, when I feel the emotion, I just think this is bullshit. This is not truth. And then I can sink back into the knowingness that everything will be fine.
Yeah.
Because it always will. Yeah. Everything always works out. Like it always is working out for us.
And anyway, just recognizing the emotion when it pops up and naming it.
Yeah.
And I guess that does something to your frontal lobe, and it kind of switches your brain into a different gear.
Yeah.
Is amazing to be able to sit in that much fear and go, oh, I'm in fear right now.
It's powerful. Doesn't it feel so like you're the most powerful person in the world which is interesting, because we're sitting in almost debilitating fear and we still feel powerful,
right?
Because we are observing the observer, like, Eckhart Tolle and Jim Carrey. It's like we're observing the observer.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like things shift because we have like complete control. Even when we're sitting in fear. It's so wild, right? But it feels like we are in complete control and interest and intrigue and awareness. It's, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't let myself tell a story about the fear.
Yeah.
I would ask myself, what are you afraid of? And so then I started kind of filtering through all of the things that I was afraid could go wrong. And it's like, yeah, but why are you focusing there on exactly what you don't want?
Yeah.
Shit.
Right. Yeah, I know. Well, and what is it that Mel Robbins says? Of 7 words, the 11 words that'll change your life. And it's something like, but what if it all works out? I think that's what it is. It's
okay.
But what if it all works out? Yeah, 7. I think that might be it. But what if it all works out? And it will. It always does.
Always does. Always.
You're so lucky that you've done the mindset work. You don't tell a story, because holy shit, as soon as you start to tell the story and then judge yourself for having the emotion and all of this stuff, like it just snowballs, doesn't it?
And gets bigger and bigger. And then your sole focus is on all that you do not want.
Yeah. Right.
And you can't even get a glimpse of what you do want because you're so bogged down with this fear that your world is completely falling apart.
Well, and I often, I mean, I did that podcast or that hypnosis that you recorded for me so many times. Like, I think I could repeat it. And I think it was 20 minutes. Like, but when I was going through the sort of different scenario, but the roller coaster of emotions when something was like really scary to me, you had said a few things. And one of this, like, it will all work out because it always has in the past and it always will in the future. Like, and this is no different. I mean, that is one of the things that I think you say in that hypnosis, but I also cling to. Like, I cling to that in the middle of the hypnosis. And then at the end, and I know I've said this on the podcast before, but I've shared this with clients about the visual that you take me through of being on a train, and it's a thought train, and I've fed it too much gas, and it's like full steam ahead, like I am on a train to nowhere good. And I see e-brake, I put my hands on it, I pull back as hard as I can, and I yell stop. And what's interesting about that for me is that I still do this to this day. I visualize pulling on the e-brake and yelling. I'm like wearing the hat. I am sitting in the seat. I am the conductor of this fucking train. And I am like the visual is so visceral.
Yeah.
But because I made it so visceral when I was going, it was not just like I'm going through the motions, man. Like, I was driving that fucking train.
Oh no, you got to get in.
It's so fascinating that our minds want to give the train more gas.
Yeah.
I mean, it is so wild to me. And we all go through shitty situations, and fear would be normal. But I think what is not normal, like, it's okay, again, with my friend who said it's okay to feel the way you're feeling, it's not okay to stay there.
Yeah. And
it is okay to ride the emotion, the roller coaster emotions.
Oh,
but not for too fucking long. Not for too long, right?
But understanding you're just on a ride.
Yeah.
This ride will be over soon.
Yeah.
Enjoy it as much as you can, but feel the ups and the downs, and because that was this week for me. It was a great week. It was a productive week, but it was also like I would notice emotions coming, and it just identifying them, going, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Another wave here.
Right. A client who was in the same situation, and she lost her job, and she was kind of sitting in that fear, like that, like, what am I going to do? I'm never going to find another job, blah, 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 blah. And it was interesting because I said, you know what I think is going to happen? What I think is going to happen is you're going to get a job right away, and you're going to look back and go, fuck, I did not use this time to relax. I did not use this time to de-stress. I did not use this time to do anything that I really wanted to do.
Yeah.
But fuck, like, go to massages and go to the, I don't know, like yoga or something that you couldn't ever get to during the day. Go experience that, because pretty soon you're going to get another job, and then you're going to be like, shit, I just wasted 3 weeks or 5 weeks or whatever it happens to be, where I could have just really enjoyed my time off.
Yes.
You know, how often do we work for someone else? But we work for someone else and we look and we go, fuck, I wish I had time off. I wish I wasn't going to work here. I wish I was able to do all of these things throughout the week. Like, wouldn't that be nice? And then we lose our job and we could take that time to really appreciate it, but we don't. We sit in the fear and we sit in the panic and we sit in this like, oh my God, you know, got to get another job, get one. And we look back and go, shit.
I just wasted all that time.
Just wasted a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, whatever it happens to be. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am working on Paul right now to go to Japan.
Oh, yes.
Because Logan just got back from deployment. Hallelujah. So he is with his family. He'll have some time off. He'll have like 2 weeks off in January.
Oh.
And as soon as those dates are finalized, I think we're going to just book a trip. He's hesitant, but I'm easing him into it because I think it would be ridiculous if we didn't go.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Like a change of focus and perspective.
How can he make this time? Because I mean, he will get a better job, a different job, a more interesting, like that is coming. So we don't need to worry about that. But like, how could he make this the most enriching, beautiful sort of metamorphosis for him?
Yeah.
How can he take the time to really listen to his intuition and go, where do I want to be? What do I want to do? Like, this is an opportunity where it's like, yes, the world is open. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. So I keep seeing us at the Buddhist temple, walking around and meditating and just taking it all in.
Oh.
And, you know, I've gone back and forth on what am I going to leave at the altar? And it's like, am I going to leave my goddess again? My Sedona goddess?
Yeah.
I don't know. But I have to leave something meaningful. And damn it, that's probably what it's going to have to be. But I just feel like being there in that energy is going to open up so much.
Well, and possibly there is some sort of self-discovery that Paul will do when he's there that will sort of, I don't know, like open him up to other things that he may not know are there now. I mean, that's pretty fucking cool. Like I said to Cam this morning, it's almost like with the kids, it's like, I've been saying this a lot, and a lot to my clients, but it's like, grab the popcorn, let's watch the show. Like, and not in a crazy way, but it's like, let's just see what they do. Like, where are they going and what are they going to experience? And a lot of times it's like, if we had that energy of like sitting in a movie theater, I'm like, whoa, like get the popcorn. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. That sort of excitement or that sort of like intrigue is such a better energy to be in. And we open up to receiving then. Yeah. The universe comes through a lot faster than when we're sitting in fear.
Oh, for sure. I know. And I'll tell myself that, like, let's just watch this like it's a movie.
Yeah.
We don't know the ending.
Right.
Let's not make it up. And let's see how this all plays out. Now, sometimes my knuckles are white.
Yeah. Well, it is like a roller coaster, right?
And I have to go, relax.
Yeah.
You're safe. But yeah, it is kind of like a movie, just unfolding and...
Yeah. And it's always working out for us. Mm-hmm. Always. Mm-hmm. I was on Instagram today And there was a guy who was talking. I have no idea who it was. And he
You don't know who to
said,
quote.
I don't know who to quote. I don't know. But he was talking about, it was directed to men going through hard times. And he said, you need to be a bison, not a cow. And so he said, when men go through stress, like heartbreak, shitty situations, losing their job, all of these things that they have so much of their identity is wrapped up in, or like just feels really shitty. Most people, most men want to run like cattle do. So when a storm is coming, cattle will run away. I don't know. I feel like this is true. But when a storm is coming, cattle will run away from the storm, try to avoid as much as they possibly can to get away from the storm. But what ends up happening is the cattle stay in the storm. They endure the storm for a lot longer than if they just faced it, because the storm is coming with them.
Yes, and they're running and it's chasing them.
Right. So they're experiencing the fear. They're experiencing all of this shit for way longer. But bison turn and face the storm. And then the storm passes. And they only experience it for a short period of time in comparison to how long the cows experience it. And so this person was saying, like, men, we need to be bison. Stop running from this shit, because if you run from the emotion, if you run from the fear, if you run from the resentment and the anger and all of the rest of those emotions because of the situations you're in, you're just prolonging it.
Yeah. That is a great analogy.
Right?
Like, that is.
I know.
Because it applies to all of us.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know, we think about running from those things that we fear. Yeah. And we keep running, and they're just fall instead of just letting it hit. Yeah. Let the shit hit the fan and be done.
Right. Feel it, be aware of it, you know, and face it and then move through it. But like, how many of us, like, I'm looking back at my life, I'm like, well, what have I avoided looking at forever? And I've carried it with me. Same as, I mean, I wrote a post the other day that said, I worked out for 4.5 hours today. I fucking didn't. But I woke up with intent to do my workout at 8 o'clock. I should have had it done from 8 to 9. Mm-hmm. I did not. I sat from 8 until 10:30, 11:30, avoiding it. Mm-hmm. So I was still in the energy of working out.
Yeah,
I wasn't doing it.
But I need to work out. I should be working out.
I don't want to. Should I just? Maybe I'll just take a rest day today and I'll work out on Saturday. It's still in my plan. I was talking myself through it. But literally, like, for 3.5 hours, I did that. And then I just did the dang thing, and it was an hour. If I just started at 8 o'clock or just told myself, yeah, I'm going to work out at 11:30, no big deal. I would have worked out for the hour. And that's kind of the same thing, right? Like, we just drag our trauma with us because we keep thinking about it.
Yeah, I know there will be things that I will have on my to-do list that I'm procrastinating starting. Mm-hmm. And I think about it and I'm like, oh, but that's so big and I need to be in this creative space and have this stuff flowing through me. And time passes and I'm thinking about it. I'm stressed about it. I'm beating myself with a bat for not already having it done. And then when I go to do the thing, it takes me 10 minutes.
I know.
And it's like beautiful things just flow through me. And I'm like, yeah, you could have done that 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And think of all the time that you would have saved, that you've been thinking about doing this and not wanting to do it.
Well, if you were just a bison.
Be a bison, Leigh.
be a bison. Like, fuck, that's it, right? Like, don't be a cow, be a bison.
Yeah.
And so I think about that in terms of like, not just facing hard shit, but like facing a workout, facing a podcast recording, facing writing a post. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, just, if you face it, it only lasts for a very short period
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah. Because if you get started on it now,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah. Same for Paul, right? If he were to like feel fear or feel resentment or feel like this isn't fair and feel all those feelings for a few minutes and then go, yeah, I'm not going to feel that, not going to look there, and go off and, I don't know, but like avoid feeling it, avoid facing it. It just keeps coming up. Like, I mean, it just keeps coming up. But if you can feel it and go, fuck, okay, this was not fair. This does suck. This is how I feel.
Yeah.
I'm going to process it now, not 3 years from now.
No. We're not carrying this shit for 3 years.
Right.
We're not outrunning this.
Right.
He has hesitated talking to anybody about this because he doesn't want to hear the fear from them.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, you don't have to tell anybody. Like, you can sit on this until you are comfortable, and maybe once you get to that acceptance stage, so that there's nothing that anyone can say that might derail you or might send you down that fear road of what about this and what about this and what, like, if you need some time, you don't know anything, it's nobody's business,
right?
Well,
that happened when I started telling people that I was going to quit my government job and work for myself. I got the same thing. I got everyone else's limitations, everyone else's fear. And it was more about, it was their own shit because they weren't willing to do it. They weren't willing to take the risk.
Yeah.
We shouldn't tell people unless we know they're going to provide us with an empowered support, not fear-based bullshit.
Right. Yeah. It was funny, some of the comments that I got when I left my job early this year.
Yeah.
I had there were a group of people that I just wasn't gonna talk to about it until it was pretty done.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I needed to be so firmly grounded when I did, because of the things that were going to fly out of their mouth. And they did. So it's been almost a month, like a year and a month, that all of this, it was all happening. I think like a year ago around this day is when I put in my notice.
Wow.
So, but I had gotten past the notice part. Like, it was done.
Yeah.
Before I just out with it to a certain group of people, and their responses like hit me, but not as deeply as it would have a month prior.
Yeah.
I had gotten enough groundedness to where it didn't knock me down, but I thought, and that is exactly why it was good to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah. Because if you're weaker or like not, if you still have those fears.
Yeah.
And the fears are really still quite loud in your ears. Anyone else providing you that is not good. This is why I tell people, if they're going to do a vision board, to not show people. I tell them to not show people.
Yeah.
Because the last thing you want is someone looking at the vision board and going, oh yeah.
Yeah, to somebody that it's foreign to, until you were so firmly grounded in
best to just,
Yeah.
keep it to
Don't
myself.
trouble them, as Abraham would
Right.
say. Don't trouble them
Right.
with it.
Exactly.
But I think with
Anyway,
that, we are out of time.
we are out of time. This was great.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sandra. And thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday on the Happy Half Hour. Bye.
Bye.